I guess.
Hello?
Take your time. Take your time.
Hello?
So young.
Oh, man, they're all babies.
I know.
They're all babies, the cops. Okay.
I just want to confirm we're all set with the video and audio? Okay.
Ready? Shut your phones off, everybody. Take that.
Mayor, I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Garfield Mayor and Council for August 19, 2025 to order at 5:15 p.m. On roll call, council members Rigoloso. Here. Delaney. Here. Deputy Mayor Kane.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Mayoral Advisor Raymond. Here. Mayor Garnto.
Here.
We have a quorum, whereas Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of the State of New Jersey requires at the commencement of every meeting that a statement of compliance be read by the presiding officer. Now therefore be advised that the meeting requirements for this meeting have been met by publishing an annual meeting notice in the Record and Herald News and by posting such notice in the office of the city clerk as well as in a public place within the municipal building. And by notifying interested citizens, said notice was posted on January 2nd, 2025, and published on January 7th, 2025. If we can please stand for the flag salute.
To the flag of the United States of America
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, if you can please remain standing. Before I call up Pastor John for our invocation, I would like to ask Chief Delaney to please welcome into the room the Garfield Police Department.
Let's pray. Almighty God, we thank you for the opportunity to serve our city. We ask for your blessing upon the mayor, the deputy mayor, the mayoral advisor, Deputy Mayor, the City Council members, the City Manager, Legal Counsel, our City Engineer, our Fire and Police Chiefs, and all the staff as they work to improve the lives of our citizens. We are instructed in Holy Scriptures to pray for our governmental leadership. And as we have asked for your blessing, we can confidently do so because of the 93rd Psalm that states, "Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord." May we be mindful of your presence in our deliberations and strive to make decisions that reflect good stewardship, balanced with your love and compassion. We pray blessing upon our Garfield Police Department. We ask for safety, protection, strength, and guidance of our law enforcement officers and their families. We seek divine intervention to shield our officers from physical and emotional harm, promote integrity, and provide courage and discernment in high-pressure situations. We pray blessing and safety upon all officers and members of our Garfield Fire Department. We ask for your wisdom and your guidance as we discuss the issues facing our city. Help us to listen to one another with open hearts and to work together in unity and the betterment of all. May your love and peace be with us as we proceed. Continue to bless our great city of Garfield, the state of New Jersey, and the United States of America. We pray this in Christ's name. Amen. 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 You may be seated.
Thank you, Pastor John. Before we proceed with our swearing-in ceremonies, I'm just going to ask for a quick motion to approve our meeting minutes from the July 22nd, 2025 regular meeting.
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion by Deputy Mayor Raymond, seconded by Rigoloso. On roll call, council members Rigoloso. Delaney.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Kane. Deputy Mayor Raymond. Mayor Garnto.
Yes.
Motion carries. Okay, with that being said, thank you for your patience and welcome everyone. I just very quickly want to say congratulations to the officers who were recently promoted and to our new recruits. It's been nothing but a pleasure to work with those of you that I've worked with over the last 4 years that are being promoted tonight. And I look forward to working with our new officers. I wish you nothing but the best of luck. And I hope to see you follow in the footsteps of your superiors and strive to achieve the goals that they have with their promotions this evening. So again, congratulations. It's all very well deserved. So with that being said, I am going to step forward and begin the swearing-in ceremony. Okay, we are going to start with our new recruits who recently graduated the Police Academy in July. In alphabetical order, Police Officer Giancarlo Altamirano Jimenez. Police Officer Altamirano Jimenez is a proud graduate of Garfield High School and is currently in his final semester at Montclair State University. His entire academic journey has taken place within the Garfield school system, beginning at school number 5, progressing through Garfield Middle School, and culminating with his graduation from Garfield High School. During his high school years, he had the honor of representing Garfield as part of the boys soccer program, earning recognition as a 2-time All-State and All-County player. Continuing both his academic and athletic careers, he enrolled at Montclair State University, where he played 4 years for the men's soccer program. He is completing a degree in exercise science with a minor in psychology and has been recognized multiple times on the dean's list. He is set to graduate in the upcoming spring semester. Police Officer Altamirano Jimenez's interest in law enforcement and public service began at an early age. Originally from the Honduras, he immigrated to the United States at the age of 4 and has been a proud Garfield resident ever since. Having come from an area deeply affected by crime, he was inspired to pursue a path that would allow him to serve with purpose and give back to the community that welcomed and supported his family since their arrival in 2007. He would like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank his family and friends for their unwavering support, guidance, and belief in his path. Most importantly, he wishes to recognize his mother, Olympia Jimenez, a courageous and resilient woman who took the bold step of immigrating to a new country to give her son a better life. Her strength, sacrifices, and values have shaped him into the man that he is today. She instilled in him the importance of perseverance, respect, and the belief that anything is possible through hard work. Police Officer Altamirano Jimenez also expresses his deep gratitude to the city of Garfield and its community. From his earliest days playing on the playgrounds of school number 5 to wearing the purple and gold for the high school varsity soccer team, his roots in Garfield run deep. Serving the city is both a privilege and a source of immense pride. He makes this promise he will never lose that sense of pride and commitment to the community that gave his family a home and gave him the opportunity to grow, thrive, and now give back. At this time, I'd like to ask Police Officer Altamirano Jimenez to step forward to be sworn in alongside his family. Okay, we're going to come back to Police Officer Altamirano Jimenez so that his family can join him for the swearing-in ceremony. With that being said, moving on to Police Officer Brianna Garcia. Officer Brianna Garcia has spent her entire life in the city of Garfield, where her unwavering commitment to serving her community has shaped her personal and professional journey. From preschool through high school, she built meaningful, lasting relationships with educators, mentors, and fellow community members, solidifying her desire to make a difference through public service. Her interest in law enforcement began early, sparked by her participation in the Junior Police Academy, a formative experience that confirmed her passion for policing. Driven by a clear sense of purpose, she pursued higher education at Montclair State University, where she graduated with a 4.0 GPA. She earned a Bachelor of Arts in Child Advocacy and Policy and a minor in Sociology, equipping her with a strong foundation in both justice and social systems. As part of her undergraduate experience, Officer Brianna Garcia completed an internship with Garfield's Child Study Team, further deepening her understanding of community needs. She then briefly worked with Bergen's Promise, supporting youth up to age 21 and their families in navigating behavioral, emotional, mental health, substance use, and developmental challenges. To further prepare for a career in law enforcement, Officer Brianna Garcia enlisted in the U.S. Army in 2018. For nearly 8 years, she has served as a military police officer with the 508th MP Company in Teaneck. Her military career has provided her with extensive hands-on experience in law enforcement, crisis response, and leadership. Her assignments have included responding to civil unrest in Washington, D.C., participating in joint training exercises with NATO forces in Romania, and most recently, completing a year-long deployment at the U.S.-Mexico border in support of the U.S. Border Patrol. During her deployment, Officer Brianna Garcia also attended the Army's Basic Leader course at Fort Indiantown Gap, where she honed the leadership skills required to guide and mentor junior enlisted soldiers. Officer Brianna Garcia's dedication, education, and service exemplify her readiness to serve and protect her community with integrity, empathy, and professionalism. Officer Brianna Garcia would first like to thank God for his guidance, strength, and for answering each prayer as she embarks on this new chapter. Becoming a police officer in the city of Garfield has long been her dream, and she is honored to see it come to fruition. She extends her sincere gratitude to the department staff for placing their trust in her to serve the residents of Garfield. Lastly, she wishes to recognize her parents and family members, whose unchangeable support and encouragement have remained constant through every challenge. Their love and belief in her have never gone unnoticed and will always be the foundation of her strength. Officer Brianna Garcia remains committed to making a lasting, positive impact in the city that has always been her home. At this time, I'd like to ask Police Officer Brianna Garcia to please step forward on the dais to be sworn in. solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of the office of police officer of the Garfield Police Department according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations.
That's okay, that happens all the time.
Don't worry about it.
This one. All the time.
Every ceremony.
Yeah.
Now we have Police Officer Samantha Garcia. Police Officer Samantha Garcia is a graduate of Bergen Arts and Science Charter High School, Bergen Community College, and Rutgers University. She graduated high school with a 3.8 GPA, awarded with Bergen County Women's Coaches Association Scholarship in recognition of her outstanding high school athletic achievements. She then attended Bergen Community College, earning an associate's degree in criminal justice with a 3.9 GPA. Following that, she went to attend Rutgers University, where she would continue her education as a criminal justice major and minor in psychology. Throughout her attendance at Rutgers, she achieved being on the Dean's List for her scholastic achievement in Alpha Phi Sigma Criminal Justice National Honor Society, graduating with a 4.0 GPA. During her time at Rutgers University, she also attended the Bergen County Police Academy, balancing her intensive academic commitments with her dedication to becoming a law enforcement professional. Since the age of 10, police officer Samantha Garcia has been determined to pursue a career in law enforcement, inspired by her mother, whose own aspirations in the field served as a lasting motivation. Her mother once dreamed of joining law enforcement, but was unable to fulfill that aspiration as a single mother raising 2 children. Police Officer Garcia is determined to honor her mother's sacrifices and fulfill both of their shared dreams. The opportunity to follow in her mother's footsteps while serving her hometown motivates her to strive for excellence each day. When Police Officer Samantha Garcia turned 18, she took the civil service exam 3 consecutive years with no luck each time, facing the challenge with persistent dedication and a commitment to her goal. After years of hard work and determination, her efforts were finally rewarded when she was hired as an officer with the City of Garfield in January of this year. Before being hired as an officer for the City of Garfield, Police Officer Garcia worked as a parking enforcement officer for the City of Garfield for 4 years. And some of you in this room probably received a ticket from her. This experience provided invaluable exposure to law enforcement operations and allowed her to develop critical skills. This foundational experience provided a solid basis for her transition into a police officer, further fueling her dedication to serving the community. Police Officer Garcia is incredibly thankful for the opportunity to serve with the Garfield Police Department. She feels deeply honored to be a part of such a dedicated and supportive team and is excited to continue her journey in law enforcement, making meaningful contributions to the community that she holds dear. The chance to work with a department of such high respect and integrity is something that she truly cherishes, and she looks forward to the challenges and rewards that lie ahead. At this time, if Police Officer Garcia can step forward on the dais to be sworn in alongside her family. States
and the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
I state your name.
I, Samantha Garcia,
Do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of police officer
of the office of police officer
of the Garfield Police Department
of the Garfield Police Department
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
So happy, another woman.
Congratulations.
Okay, now we have Police Officer Nicholas Marquez. Police Officer Nicholas Marquez is a lifelong resident of Garfield, New Jersey, and a proud graduate of Garfield High School class of 2016. After high school, he attended Bergen Community College, where he studied criminal justice in pursuit of his long-standing goal of becoming a police officer. Police Officer Marquez is a first-generation Colombian American and takes great pride in representing his heritage while serving the community he has always called home. Growing up in Garfield, he was inspired by the positive presence of local officers and always envisioned himself becoming a law enforcement officer and serving his hometown. That early interest became a personal mission he never lost sight of. During his time in high school, Police Officer Marquez was actively involved in community service through the Lindsay Meyer Teen Institute, where he supported youth leadership programs and helped promote positive lifestyle choices among his peers. Giving back to the community was a value he held early on and continues to carry with him in his role today. Before officially joining the Garfield Police Department in January 2025, Police Officer Marquez worked in the service industry as a bartender, where he developed strong communication skills and learned how to work under pressure, both of which have served him well in his current role. Police Officer Marquez would like to thank the people who have stood by his side throughout his journey. He is especially grateful to his parents for their unconditional love and support, his brother for always being there for him, and his girlfriend, whose encouragement and belief in him have meant the world. Serving as a police officer in the city of Garfield is more than just a career for Police Officer Marquez. It's a personal honor and a lifelong dream. As someone who was raised in this community and now has the privilege to protect it, he takes great pride in giving back to the city that shaped him. With a deep sense of responsibility, pride in his Colombian heritage, and unwavering dedication, Police Officer Marquez looks forward to a long and meaningful career in service to the people of Garfield. At this time, if Police Officer Marquez can please step forward to be sworn in alongside his family. I state your name. I, Nicholas Marquez. Do solemnly swear. And at this time, we're going to rewind a little bit, and I'm going to ask Officer Altamirano Jimenez to step forward to be sworn in alongside his family.
Yes.
If she wants somebody to take pictures, she has a phone.
I state your name. Do solemnly swear. That I will support the Constitution. Of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. That I will bear true faith. And allegiance. To the same. And to the governments established. In the United States. And in this state. Under the authority of the people. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. That I will faithfully. Impartially. And justly perform. All the duties. Of the office of police officer. Of the Garfield Police Department. According to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations. Okay, at this time, we will now be moving forward with our promotion portion of the meeting, beginning with Captain Anthony Capatira. Captain Anthony Capatira was born on August 20th, 1981, to his parents, Dave and Michelle, and has one brother, David. He is married to his wife, Ashley, and has 4 children, Holly, 19, Lincoln, 15, Adriana, 2, and Alessandra, 2. Captain Capatira graduated from St. Joseph Regional High School in 1999 and went on to obtain a bachelor's degree in finance from Montclair State University in 2004. Looking to follow in his grandfather's and father's footsteps, he was hired as a police officer in July of 2007. In 2009, he was given the opportunity to join the Bergen County Rapid Deployment Force, which he currently is still active on. Captain Capatira was reassigned to the Juvenile Division in 2015 and promoted to detective in 2016. On August 21st, 2017, he was promoted to the rank of sergeant and reassigned back to the Patrol Division. He became a certified taser instructor in 2020 and has assisted in the yearly training of the department since becoming certified. In 2020, Captain Capatira was assigned to the command staff of the Bergen County Rapid Deployment Force. On October 14, 2021, he was promoted to the rank of lieutenant and assigned as a tour commander in the Patrol Division. In January of 2023, Captain Capatira was reassigned as the training coordinator and administrative lieutenant. In this assignment, he handled numerous tasks, such as scheduling mandatory and department-wide in-service training, police licensing renewals, WVR coordinator, head taser instructor, and completed special projects at the request of the police chief, and also sometimes the city manager when it pertains to VCS. Up until March of 2025, he also coordinated a majority of PBA Local 46's fundraising, more specifically their breast cancer, prostate cancer, and autism awareness months, as well as their yearly golf outing as the PBA treasurer. In July of 2025, Captain Capatira was assigned as commander of the Criminal Investigations Bureau, where he oversees the Detective Bureau, Juvenile Bureau, Records Division, and Internal Affairs. At this time, I'm going to ask Captain Capatira to please step forward to be sworn in by Mayor Everett Garnto alongside his family. We now have Lieutenant Jeffrey Stewart. Lieutenant Jeff Stewart is a 25-year veteran of the Garfield, New Jersey Police Department and currently serves as the commander of the Community Affairs Division. Throughout his distinguished career, Jeff has remained dedicated to bridging the gap between law enforcement and the communities they serve. In 2016, he completed specialized training in community policing through the National Institute for Policing Innovation in Virginia Beach, Virginia. In 2017, Lieutenant Stewart was assigned to Garfield's Community Affairs Division. Since then, he and his team have built a reputation as leaders in collaborative policing, spearheading programs that strengthen trust, foster engagement, and address community needs. Lieutenant Stewart is the Vice President of the New Jersey State Community Affairs Officers Association, a member of the New Jersey, New York Police Honor Legion, and a national subject matter expert in collaborative policing. He has taught at top universities and police departments across the country on topics including positive community engagement and diversity in law enforcement. He leads the Garfield Prevention Coalition and serves as the city's age-friendly coordinator, successfully securing grants and donations to fund the operations of the unit without relying solely on taxpayer dollars. Lieutenant Stewart is also Vice President of the Board of Directors for 1-800-GAMBLER, where he works alongside top law enforcement officials, university professors, and community leaders around the globe to address problem gambling. On the national stage, Jeff serves on the International Association of Chiefs of Police, IACP, Community Policing Policy Committee, shaping policy and best practices for the future of community policing across the globe. In 2024, he was selected as a fellow with New Blue, a national initiative that empowers law enforcement leaders to drive innovation and reform from within the profession. As part of this fellowship, he completed a leadership certificate program through the University of Virginia at Baton, further deepening his expertise in ethical, community-centered policing. Lieutenant Stewart would like to thank the city manager, mayor, and council, as well as his wife and children for their ongoing support. Lieutenant Stewart also forgot to mention his expertise in social media. He is, what is that called? Insta-famous, yes. He is verified on Instagram, which is a huge accomplishment. But with that being said, if Lieutenant Stewart can step forward to be sworn in by Mayor Garnto alongside his family. Okay, and last but not least, might be the smallest bio of the evening, Sergeant Nicholas Kopaz was born on July 18, 1994, to parents Keith and Elaine, and has one older brother, police officer Joseph Kopaz, who is also a member of the Garfield Police Department. Sergeant Nicholas Kopaz is married to his wife, Meredith, and just recently welcomed their first son, Joseph Jack, to the family. Sergeant Kopaz was born and raised in Garfield, attending Garfield Catholic Academy before attending and graduating from Paramus Catholic High School in 2012. After graduating, Sergeant Kopaz attended Montclair State University for 3 years, pursuing a degree in criminal justice. While attending MSU, he was hired by the Garfield Police Department in 2016, going through the academy alongside his brother, both following in their father's footsteps as second-generation Garfield police officers. Prior to his law enforcement career, Sergeant Kopaz worked as a dispatcher for the city of Garfield, as well as volunteering his time as a firefighter for the city of Garfield. Sergeant Kopaz joined Garfield Fire Company No. 5 in 2010 until departing in 2022. During his time as a volunteer, Sergeant Kopaz achieved the rank of First Lieutenant and was awarded the 200 Club Award for Valor and Firefighter of the Year. He also volunteered his time as a coach for both the Garfield Babe Ruth and Little League. As a City of Garfield police officer, Sergeant Kopaz was assigned to the Patrol Division from 2016 to 2022. In October of 2022, Sergeant Kopaz was given the opportunity to go on loan to the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office Narcotic Task Force. From 2022 to 2025, Sergeant Kopaz conducted numerous investigations leading to the seizures of large quantities of narcotics, firearms, and currency throughout the state. In 2025, Sergeant Kopaz returned back to the Garfield Police Department from the Narcotic Task Force and was promoted to the rank of sergeant. In this capacity, he is currently assigned to the Patrol Division. At this time, if Sergeant Kopaz can please step forward to be sworn in by Everett Garncho, our mayor, alongside his family. That concludes our swearing-in ceremonies. With that being said, Mayor, I will turn it over to you for council comments.
All right, we're going to start council comments with Councilman Riggs. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. First, I want to give a heartfelt congratulations to Jeff, Anthony, and Nick for a well-deserved promotion in our great city. Your hard work and dedication and commitment have not gone unnoticed. Really do appreciate you guys. Thank you for everything you do. Please stay safe in the city of Garfield. Garfield is a better place to be. For our two youth recruits, I want to extend a warm welcome to the city of Garfield. Remember, you represent the city of Garfield with integrity, strength, and stay safe. Thank you. And I want to recognize our 3 future recruits standing right against the wall too, and wish you guys success in the academy. Thank you.
Councilman Delaney.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Glenn, can you hear me, Glenn? you're the only one I care about. to the three newest recruits we got in the academy. Guys, I wish you the best of luck. I know I was at the previous graduation of our four newly sworn in police officers. And sitting in the audience at the graduation, I felt so proud to be a representative of Garfield. The four of you up there, I tell you, really, I was so proud to see you up there. You did a wonderful job. And to hear your stories, I mean, I know you're senior, but to hear some of your background, coming from different countries, graduating from Garfield High School, because growing up in the city of Garfield and putting your roots on it. I tell you, parents, you gotta be so proud. I know I am, and for you parents, I tell you, you did a hell of a job raising these kids. Okay, not that they're kids, you're not kids anymore, you're police officers. And to the parents, I commend you, I congratulate you, and be safe. Great. I want copies of those bios, if I can get a chance, you got the story a little bit. To the three promotions.
There's always one.
Stewie. I mean, Stewie's one of a kind. He's famous on TikTok. Is that TikTok?
Instagram.
TikTok. Oh, great. Oh, yeah, no. Good job, Stewie. Yeah, put that on your famous on. I met Stewie first time buying a loaf of bread at the Dallas. He didn't know the price then, I guess he still don't know the price. Well, I can tell you about Stewie. Is just not a better community police officer in the state of New Jersey. And I get that no matter where I go. Everybody is so proud of him and so, they bow down to this guy on the job that he does. So this is his chief of the day, run, and he didn't run 5 days. He ran the sports run, and he had to get a ride back. And he can't go far. He ended up with the safe or something. But he had to follow up on top and bring him back. Rick, I was watching his dad when he was next to him, and I remember his dad. And your brother Joe, when he was filming, and talked about being a cop. And that was amazing. Thank you. I really had that relationship, I do appreciate that. Rick, I remember you being honored back in Bergen County at the Bergen County Club, I think it was, and you and your brother. And that was a great moment. And you continue to make it. And to honor your dad, congratulations. I see your mom watching your grandchild now, so that's okay, take a second. My buddy had, and I've known your family forever. Your father, when we go back, your grandfather, my father, go back. My father, I didn't know your dad's name, he called him Eddie. Eddie was his grandfather, and grandfather called Dave Eddie. And you see the Grant and Dave and Keith here from old, not old, former police officers. It makes me feel so bad. Right? Kennedy is a great kid, great officer. And I'd just like to just honor our newest retiree, Pedro's in the house, Pedro Navarro. Well, Pedro is responsible for all the SUVs that we now drive in the city. He couldn't fit in a police car. He filed suit against the city to make sure that we all had SUVs. And I remember the joke, we get more SUVs, and now I believe that's all we have. Pedro, best of luck in your retirement. You're a great contribution. Thank you.
Deputy Mayor Kane, as long as Councilman Delaney's done. Or, I don't, wait, did the quarter run out yet or what? Who put a quarter in you?
Go ahead, Deputy Mayor Kane.
Hello. Glenn, can you hear me, Glenn? Yeah. All All right, I want to say I hate sitting next to him because as I'm writing my speech down, he steals all of my notes and then uses it in his own speech while we're here. So it's like whatever. So today we're gathered here with gratitude in our hearts for the Garfield Police Department and especially the new recruits. A team of extraordinary individuals who serve our community with unmatched dedication. And these heroes aren't just badges and uniforms. They're our neighbors, friends, family members who wake up every day to protect us. I'm sure most of you know me from my address by now because I sit on my couch and just call you guys every time there's someone doing something in front of my house that's illegal. So good to see you, and we'll be meeting the new recruits very soon, I'm sure. We're lucky to have you guys, and the busy season is coming up, and I'm sure that Riggs will be making more videos in front of Tana's house, so we're gonna need more recruits on the force, so I'm glad that you guys are here. Thank you all for serving. You are really one of a kind. Garfield Police Department is by far the best. And stay safe. Thank you, guys.
Deputy Mayor Advisor Tana Raymond.
Yes, I don't write my speech, I just like to talk right from the heart. And I would like to say welcome to the new recruits. It's so nice to see we have 2 women added now to our police department. That makes me feel proud, we're getting there. And to the officers that were promoted tonight, congratulations, be safe, you represent this town with dignity and pride, we're very proud of you. And it's just wonderful to be able to sit in here in this room tonight, surrounded by Garfield's clients. It would be remiss if I didn't say one of the promotions, Lieutenant Stewart, I held you when you were 2 weeks old. You lived across the street. I was friends with your mom. You were the most beautiful baby. I know she's looking down from heaven, and she's very proud. Very proud of you, Jack. You worked your way through the ranks, and we're very proud of you. And to the other promotions, good luck, the best of luck. You have a wonderful leader in our new chief. So we're very proud of this police department. Very proud. And just know, we feel, and I speak for all of us, you're second to none. Past police, present police, we've always had an outstanding police department. We're very proud of you. We thank you for your dedication. We thank the families because they make a sacrifice too every time you leave the house. It's a worry. But God bless you, be safe, and you'll be in our prayers. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Mayor. All right, before I start, Captain, can you hear me? All right. I did write something down. I have it in my phone. But before I start, I'd like to first give a shout out to, as Joe said, our most recent retired Sergeant Pedro Gongora. Enjoy your retirement. Well deserved, my brother. I also want to congratulate the 3 recruits now in the academy. You're, what, halfway done now? Almost? Oh, okay. Okay, my bad. I'm thinking, why do I think, Mike, you gave me some bad information. But I wish you nothing but the best. And for the new officers that were sworn in, just stay safe. Make sure you get home after each tour. And now I'm just going to read what I put together real quick. Good evening, everyone. As both mayor of Garfield and a former police officer of this city, it's a real honor to be here in this swearing-in ceremony this evening. I want to first congratulate the individuals that were promoted to rank: Captain Anthony Captira, Lieutenant Jeffrey Stewart, Sergeant Nicholas Kopaz, and our newest officers, and forgive me if I screw up your names, Brianna Garcia, Nicholas Marquez, Samantha Garcia, and Altamirano Jermez. Each of you have chosen a path that takes courage, sacrifice, and deep commitment to protecting others. Having once worn the badge myself, I know the challenges and the pride that comes with it. You face long days, tough calls, but you'll also carry with you respect and gratitude of this community. Most importantly, you'll have a bond of your brother and sister officers in blue and a bond that lasts a lifetime. Garfield is in good hands with all of you. On behalf of the entire city council and from the from the perspective, I didn't spell that right, of someone who has worn the badge, I thank you for stepping up to serve. May you always lead with pride, serve with integrity, and return home safe to your family. Congratulations, and may God bless you, your families, and the city of Garfield. Congratulations, all of you. I'm going to hand it over to you, Ms. City Manager.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, that concludes our portion of the swearing-in ceremony for this meeting. We will continue to have our regular meeting following. I will ask that we take a brief recess so that our officers can take some pictures with their family. So before I ask Chief Delaney to dismiss his department, is there a motion to enter into recess?
Before we do that motion, you want to maybe announce that at 7 o'clock at Charlie Doug's are having a little celebration. You want to? Okay. Should I do the announcement at Charlie Doug's? No. Never mind. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to. Yeah, so what?
Okay, is there a motion to take a recess?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, at this time, Chief Delaney, you may now dismiss your department.
That's okay. It's okay.
No, I actually.
Running to the ladies' room while we're on break.
Go ahead.
You're going to leave them, so I have to go too.
Do you have to go
We have
too?
time?
Yeah, yeah.
So we're going in the other room.
We're going to
Oh, we're
finish the
gonna do the
regular
meeting. You're right,
meeting,
you're right.
and then we'll go
Take your
back.
time, ladies. Go. Take your time.
Hello.
We will. Be right back.
Summer wind,
You all right?
he's blowing in. Do, 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 do.
Joey Delaney. No, you spit on it. I think like I got to
Keep it clean. Just not even your hair's tight.
Okay, Mayor, at this time, we will resume the meeting for the public record. Councilman Rigoloso is now departing the meeting at 6:24. To reestablish quorum, Councilmember Delaney. Deputy Mayor Kane.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Mayoral Advisor Raymond. And Mayor Garnto.
Here.
We have a quorum. Okay, moving on to our ordinances being read on first reading. Resolution R-368-25. Introduce ordinance 3091 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to redesignate certain properties in the city of Garfield currently located in the R2 zone to being placed in the B1 zone on the west side of Midland Avenue from Plauderville Avenue North up to the B1 zone currently located just south of Lanza Avenue, including the following properties: Block 170.01, lots 125, 71, and 75, Block 176, lots 19, 21, 23, 24, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33, 34, and 36.
Bingo.
I used to be
Sorry.
a bingo caller. Block 177.01, lots 16, 43, 41, 29.01, 29.02, 33, 35, 37, and 38, and Block 206.03, lots 28 and 31, be passed and adopted on first reading, and be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard at a meeting held on September 9, 2025 at 6 p.m. or as soon thereafter as seen can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard, and be it further resolved that the city clerk be, and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law. I don't know if you want the attorney to give a brief explanation. I don't know much about it, otherwise I normally would.
Go ahead.
So this ordinance on introduction is to redesignate properties on the west side of Midland Avenue between Plowderville and just north of Lanza, to put them into the B1 zone. They're currently in the R1 zone, and the reason for this is there's a little piece of the B1 zone up north of Lanza, and it's basically to connect that piece and make it continuous from the one street from Plowderville all the way to Lanza. And that's what this particular ordinance is introduced to do.
Thank you, Rich.
Perfect.
You know, before we go, just so you know, R1, our zone is residential, B is business, because I'm not sure if everybody out there knows that. So our zone is residential, B is business.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a motion by Deputy Mayor Raymond. Is there a second? I have a second by Deputy Mayor Kane. On roll call, council members Rigoloso, absent Delaney.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Kane.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Raymond.
Yes.
Mayor Garnto.
Aye.
Motion carries. Resolution R-369-25, introduced ordinance 3093 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, I'm sorry, I skipped an ordinance.
You did a lot of reading, Ms. City Manager, so take your
Not
time.
stapled, that's why. Resolution R-369-25, introduced ordinance 3092 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to amend Chapter 341 zoning of the City Code of the City of Garfield, specifically Section 341-13, uses prohibited in any district, Section 341-19, permitted uses in the B1 districts, and Section 341-20 permitted uses in the B2 districts be passed and adopted on first reading, and be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard at a meeting held on September 9, 2025 at 6 p.m. or as soon thereafter as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. And be it further resolved that the city clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law. Again, Mayor, I'm just going to briefly turn this over to our attorney.
Thank you, Mayor, with your permission.
Go ahead, Rich.
So this ordinance is a little different. It's a zoning ordinance, and what it's designed to do is to take some uses out of the B1 district, take them and add another use, basically to clean up some of this district, the business district, as the mayor pointed out. This is going to be looked at by the planning board at their meeting later this month for a master plan, limited master plan reexamination supporting this move. And then we anticipate that the planning board will support this move in a limited reexamination, which they will vote on. And then this ordinance, with the support of that planning board action, will be presented to the mayor and council for adoption. Thank you.
Thank you, Rich.
Okay, thank you. Is there a motion on the ordinance?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
I have a motion by Mayor Garnto, seconded by Deputy Mayor Kane. On roll call, council members Rigoloso, absent. Delaney?
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Kane?
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Raymond?
Yes.
Mayor Garnto?
Yes.
Motion carries. Okay, R-370-25, introduced ordinance 3093 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled Bond Ordinance to appropriate an additional sum of $655,000 for the resurfacing of Harrison Avenue in, by, and for the city of Garfield in the county of Bergen, New Jersey, to authorize the issuance of bonds to finance such additional appropriation and to provide for the issuance of bond anticipation notes in anticipation of the issuance of such bonds. Be passed and adopted in first reading, and be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard at a meeting held on September 9, 2025 at 6 p.m. or as soon thereafter as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. And be it further resolved that the city clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law. For members of the public and the mayor and council, this is a supplemental bond ordinance for additional monies for the paving, resurfacing, you can call it, of Harrison Avenue. We previously did a bond for $675,000, and additional funding is needed. This will not delay the project. It's actually being awarded on Lodi's and this evening, and we will be adopting this supplemental bond ordinance in September. So we will not see any delays with needing the supplemental bond. Is there a motion?
Before anybody makes a motion, I remember passing a bond ordinance for the 675 for this Harrison Ave job.
Mm-hmm.
Why were we short 655? When did that happen?
I don't know where there was obviously a miscommunication amongst our bond counsel, finance, and our engineer. The bids received were over $2 million, but it's a shared project with Harrison. So our share is just over $1 million. And then we also have our engineering fees. So that's why the additional bond, supplemental bond is needed. I'll be honest, 675, the initial, is nowhere near, it's the, full length of Harrison Avenue. I don't know why it was thought that that would cover the project. But with that being said, I don't know exactly where the miscommunication happened, but it happened.
So it wasn't a change order?
No. We haven't even started the project yet. It just went out to bid. We opened the bids last week, and there were two bidders.
There was a grant for this, right?
Yes, we received, I want to say $675,000, so that could have been the confusion as to why the first bond was $675 only, and Lodi received $685,000. So a good portion is being covered by a grant through the NJDOT. I don't know. Honestly, we think that they made an error. But it was an error that both Lodi and Garfield reaped the benefits of, to say the least, yes.
I'll make a motion.
Okay. Is there a second? I have a motion by Deputy Mayor Raymond, seconded by Delaney. On roll call, council members Rigoloso, absent. Delaney?
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Kane?
I want to say, it's sucks that it's more money, but Harrison Ave needs to be resurfaced. We need to figure it out. So aye.
Deputy Mayor Raymond?
I feel the same way. Harrison Avenue is a mess. This is a lot of money, but we need to do it, so I vote yes.
And Mayor Garnto?
I'm going to vote yes, but I definitely, I want to find out why this was done. How come we didn't know about this until, as I call it, the 11th hour? So I'm going to vote aye for the same reasons the two deputy mayors indicated, but I'm not happy that somebody screwed up here, bottom line, and I'd like to know who did. Thank you.
Okay.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries. Resolution, I apologize. Moving on to ordinances being read on second reading. Resolution R-371-25, introduced ordinance 3087 on second reading. Whereas a public notice has been given by the city clerk that an ordinance entitled amending City of Garfield Code Part 2 General Legislation Chapter 226 Parking Article 8 Overnight Parking was introduced and passed at a meeting held on Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025, and that further consideration of this ordinance would be taken up at this meeting, and whereas all persons interested in said ordinance were given an opportunity to be heard concerning the same, now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and council of the city of Garfield that said ordinance pass on final reading. For members of the public and the mayor and council, this ordinance adds overnight parking and parking related to tractor trailers on Columbus Avenue and Jewel Street. Just adding the other streets previously on the ordinance were basically around the Walmart area, Passaic Street, Bogart, Hobart, but this addresses parking now on Columbus and Jewel Street in relation to tractor trailers and overnight parking.
Does this mean you're not allowed?
Correct. And Mayor, you do have to open to the public.
Yes, at this time, I'm going to open up to the public any concerns or comments to this resolution and this resolution only. If you have any comments or concerns, come up to the mic, state your name and your address, and whatever you'd like to say. Going once, going twice. Okay, no public comments. I'm going to close the public session at this time and hand it back over to our city manager.
Thank you, Mayor. Is there a motion on the ordinance?
Motion.
Okay, I have a motion by Deputy Mayor Kane, seconded by Deputy Mayor Raymond. On roll call, council members Regola, absent, Delaney. Deputy Mayor Kane.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Raymond.
Yes.
Mayor Garnto.
Aye.
Motion carries. Resolution R-372-25, introduced ordinance 3888 on second reading, whereas a public notice has been given by the city clerk that an ordinance entitled amending City of Garfield Code Part 2 entitled General Legislation Chapter 80 Animals Banning the Sale of Dogs and Cats from Pet Shops was introduced and passed at a meeting held on Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025, and that further consideration of this ordinance would be taken up at this meeting. And whereas all persons interested in said ordinance were given an opportunity to be heard concerning the same, now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and council of the city of Garfield that said ordinance pass on final reading. For members of the public and the mayor and council, Deputy Mayor Kane can speak pretty well on this, but this ordinance addresses and prohibits essentially puppy mills from being established in the city of Garfield.
Yeah, so it does say the banning of the sale of dogs and cats from pet shops, but it's worded a little bit differently. This is the banning of the sale of dogs and cats from puppy mills. Puppy mills are basically places where they raise dogs and abuse them just for breeding purposes. So purebred breeders and adoption agencies can adopt dogs and also sell purebred dogs that are not raised in puppy mills in those kind of situations. So this will kind of just put a leash on that it doesn't affect anyone in Garfield currently, but for the future and going forward for our generations, this will kind of help out the animal abuse situation that's going on all over the country. That's it.
Put a leash on it.
Thank you.
I like that. I like that.
And I would just like to add, one time there was a van parked in the
Yeah.
Walmart parking lot, and they were selling dogs. They were loaded with dogs, a whole van full of dogs. They came from the south, and they were there for a couple of months. That was about 8 years ago.
All right.
Is there a motion?
Well, I got to open it up to the public, right?
Oh, yes.
At this time, I'm going to open up to the public for any concerns or comments for this resolution only. If you have any comments or concerns, step up to the mic, state your name and your address. If so, anybody? No? Okay. At this time, I'm going to close the public comment for this resolution and hand it back over to our city manager.
Thank you, Mayor. Now I'll be looking for a motion.
Motion.
And I'll say,
All right, I have a motion by Deputy Mayor Kane, seconded by Deputy Mayor Raymond. On roll call, council members Vergaloso, absent Delaney. Deputy Mayor Kane.
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Raymond. Mayor Garnto.
Aye.
Motion carries. Resolution R-373-25. Introduced ordinance 3089 on second reading, whereas a public notice has been given by the city clerk that an ordinance entitled Amending City of Garfield Code Part 1, Administrative Legislation, Chapter 39, Officers and Employees establishing the position of city chaplain was introduced and passed at a meeting held on Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025, and that further consideration of this ordinance would be taken up at this meeting. And whereas all persons interested in said ordinance were given an opportunity to be heard concerning the same, now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and council of the city of Garfield that said ordinance pass on final reading. For members of the public and the mayor and council, this ordinance establishes, as it says in the title, the position of a city chaplain in our city code. We've been fortunate enough to have Pastor John join us at our last few council meetings to do the prayer invocation for us. And as always, his presence is truly appreciated and valued. And we just want to formalize this position. And once that's done, he can officially be appointed. Mayor, we do have to open to the public.
All right, at this time, for this resolution only, we're going to open it up to the public for any comments or concerns. If you do have any comments or concerns, state your name and your address up at the mic. If none, I'm going to close the public comment section of this for this resolution and hand it back over to our city manager.
Thank you, Mayor. Is there a motion on the ordinance?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, I have a motion by Mayor Garnto, seconded by Deputy Mayor Raymond. On roll call, council members Vergaloso, absent Delaney.
The city of Garfield is such a lucky city to have you, Pastor. Not just to be the chaplain, but just for your kind attitude, your positive attitude is really the word I'm looking for. And that positive goes to other people too. You know, to get a smile, make a smile. And you do that. Pastor Becky is a diehard Green Bay Packer fan.
I won't hold that against you.
Yeah, let's go Pack.
Okay.
I vote aye.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Kane.
Yes, we're very lucky to have you. I'm going to start calling you every Monday for my own personal Monday morning motivation now. Absolutely 100% aye.
Deputy Mayor Raymond.
Yes, Pastor, we're blessed to have you. You're truly a man of God. You're always there when you're needed with words of comfort, and for so many people that I know you've helped. So with much pride, I vote yes.
And Mayor Garnto.
Pastor John, I reiterate what everybody just said about you. You are truly a blessing for our city. I'm telling you, probably about, when did you start the Motivation Mondays? About a year ago. And I saw your first one, and I was hooked ever since. I've been watching it. As soon as I get up on Monday morning, I'm hitting the thing to see your last one, VFW, right in front of it. It's very motivational, and you got me. And I promise you, I know the barbers have been going. I'm going to be at church probably this Sunday. I'm going to be there this Sunday, I believe.
He was supposed to go last week. I'm just saying.
I hope the church is reinforced well.
Whoa! But I 100% yes on this.
Thank you, Mayor. Motion carries. And then Resolution R-374-25, introduced ordinance 3090 on second reading. Whereas a public notice has been given by the city clerk that an ordinance entitled Amending City of Garfield Code Part 2, General Legislation, Chapter 226, Parking, adding Article 8, Designated Loading Zone and Business Customer Parking Zones, was introduced and passed at a meeting held on Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025, and that further consideration of this ordinance would be taken up at this meeting. And whereas all persons interested in said ordinance were given an opportunity to be heard concerning the same, now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and council of the city of Garfield that said ordinance pass on final reading. For members of the public and the mayor and council, this ordinance addresses setting up a formal application process for businesses to have timed parking zones in front of their business and or loading parking zones. We do have this process established for handicap parking where they pay an application fee and an annual fee. So just to coincide with the handicap parking, establishing for our businesses to have as well. Mayor, we do need to open to the public.
Okay, at this time, I'm going to open up this portion, this resolution to the public for any comments or concerns. If you do have any, step up to the mic, state your name and your address for this resolution only. If none, I'm going to hand it back over to our city manager and close this public comment section.
Thank you, Mayor. Is there a motion on the ordinance? A motion by Delaney, seconded by Deputy Mayor Raymond. On roll call, council members Rigoloso, absent. Delaney?
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Kane?
I'm voting no on this and chance to table it for the next meeting because I just didn't like some of the wording in it.
Okay, so we have an open motion on the ordinance. You can't do a motion to table right now, so your vote is no?
Correct.
Okay.
I don't like the wording with the businesses, the 15-minute parking.
You can make a motion to carry it so that it could be carried for the next meeting to adopt, if you wanted to.
While we have an open first and second on the
Subordinate
vote?
motion it would take. It's a subordinate motion to the primary. You could do it if you wanted to.
And I'm
Wouldn't
gonna,
have to renotice it because we're reading it right here.
I'm gonna vote no.
Well, no,
Well,
listen,
I'm gonna make a
voting
motion
no
to carry
is, it does not,
What I would suggest,
How am I voting?
No. Listen, there's a reason
you
why
can do-
we want to
table
talk
it?
about
How do
this.
we can make a motion to carry it to the next.
I'm going to make a
meeting.
motion to carry it to the next
And
meeting.
I'll
And
second.
then I'll amend it, and if it's not materially different that we have to renotice it, you can vote to adopt it at the next meeting.
okay, so,
So-
so basically they're
We're tabling it.
Tabling it.
Yes,
Okay.
basically.
Well, you carry, yeah,
Did we
okay.
do it the
Right?
right way?
Well, you're not
I
tabling it,
disagree,
you're
but
carrying it.
whatever.
It's been noticed, so you're carrying it. If you table it, you got to renotice it.
Okay, so then we're carrying it.
I always, even if we're carrying it, I always renotice for transparency
Okay.
purposes
Okay.
personally. So I have a motion by Deputy Mayor Kane to table, seconded by Deputy Mayor Raymond. Council members Rigloso, absent. Delaney? Deputy Mayor Kane?
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Raymond? And Mayor Gonto?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries to table. Okay, now we have our consent agenda. Are there any questions before I ask for a motion on the
Take Valley
consent
in.
agenda? No. I normally always tell you beforehand, so I apologize.
Can I ask on 382-25, who's Robert Mondello?
He is an attorney, so this goes back to when we had Mr. Lavin as our special labor counsel, and he also did our tax appeals. He had a conflict with these tax appeals specifically. They were a relation as it was the Conti family. So he recommended that this Mr. Mondello take over the tax appeals on his behalf because of the conflict. And the tax appeals are still ongoing. So the reason why there's another resolution is his hourly rate increased by $10 an hour since that year, which I think was 2022.
How much are we paying him now?
It's now 160, it was 150.
To our attorney, is that like the going rate?
Well, it's a compromised municipal rate. You don't have to give anybody an increase in their hourly. You can, but you're not required. Just because he wants his hourly rate to go up, you do not have to approve it. You can just say, look, we want you to work for the same rate, or we're willing to give you a new rate. It's up to you guys.
$10 an hour more?
Any other questions?
The vehicle auto repair, is that a new license or a renewal?
All renewals. There's two, and they're both renewals.
So if you're going to vote no on that, Deputy Mayor, then we should take it off consent and just call it separately so there's a roll on it.
I'm 382-.
Just take it
Okay.
off consent and you can vote, you can call the roll on it.
So are we we're not going to vote
I'll
on
handle,
this?
no, I'll make the statement and ask for motion.
All
Yeah.
right.
Are there any other questions, though, before I do that?
DPW roof, are we finally going to get that done?
That's on here.
So we active approval, so we had a resignation of a active member, fire department?
Yes.
And, yeah, I'm good with all this.
Okay, so with that being said, can I have a motion to remove Resolution R-382-25 off the consent agenda?
Motion.
Is there a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so I'll ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda, not including Resolution R-382-25, which was just pulled. If I can have a motion on the
Motion.
rest of the consent. Okay, but Deputy
Second.
Mayor Kane,
Second.
seconded by Mayor Garnto. On roll call, council members Rigoloso, absent. Delaney? Deputy Mayor Kane?
Aye.
Deputy Mayor Raymond? And Mayor Garnto?
Yes. Aye.
Motion carries. Now going back to Resolution R-382-25, is there a motion on that resolution, which is improving the increase in hourly rate, which I said was an increase in $10 for Ronald P. Mondello for the tax appeals, which previously had a conflict with our attorney?
Motion.
Second? By anyone? To approve the resolution.
But
Wait, to approve it or to
To
vote on it?
approve it.
Prove it, it's being voted on separately.
It's
On the
being,
consent agenda.
why, oh, why would you?
Just call the roll on it.
Okay. All right.
is there a motion to approve the resolution R-382-25, approving increase in hourly rate, Ronald P. Mondello?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, I have a
Second.
motion by Mayor Garnto. Is there a second?
Second.
I have a motion by Deputy Mayor Kane. On roll call, council members Rigoloso, absent. Delaney?
No.
No? Okay. Deputy Mayor Kane,
No.
Deputy Mayor Raymond, and Mayor Garnto.
No.
Okay. Motion does not carry. Motion fails. Okay,
I
Mayor.
want to give this gentleman a chance to work at the
Previous $150 an hour rate, correct. Okay, Mayor, that
$10?
concludes my portion of the meeting. We do need to open to the public. Before we do so, I see that our auditors are here. We'll be talking about the audit in the work session in the back room. So you're more than welcome to stay in here, but if you want to relax, you can relax in the conference room, whatever your pleasure is. With that being said, Mayor, we can open up to the public whenever you are ready.
All right, at this time, we're going to open up any comments to the public. The public session is now open. Anybody like to make any comments or talk about anything? Just step up to the mic, state your name and your address.
We would like to add to just keep it at a time limit because we do have another meeting following this one that we're going to right after. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. I usually don't get 5 minutes. But thank you.
Hello. Salvatore Lagatuta.
Because we are live, you have to speak very directly
Hello?
into the microphone. Perfect.
Is it going through? Okay.
And then it was Salvatore on,
Lagatuta, Lagatuta.
and then you're on Semmel Ave,
Yes,
right?
144,
Okay.
right.
Thank you.
Okay. So this is my kind of follow-up in regard to the safety at the corner of Palisade Avenue and Semmel Avenue. So I want to commend you for what has already been done, which includes no parking on one side for most of the business day. And the main reason that I brought all that up, I think it was in March, is basically for safety for the high school kids and also for some of the kids from middle school that also pass through that area. Because a lot of drivers, as you know in Garfield, disregard stop signs. And that's a very important corner because of the high school kids, and even more so with the middle school kids that also pass through that area. Besides the one side of the street now that is no parking during basically business hours, I think that widens the area, so it's easier for the drivers to navigate even with other vehicles like trucks or buses coming through. And it's still a little bit of a tight squeeze, so let's hope that no or lesser side swipes, occur in that area. I know some residents in that particular area that report side swipes on a fairly regularly basis. The other thing, too, is you did put in guardrails at the corner where the softball field is, and I think that's very commendable because
About time.
because there's a lot of softball games that happen there, and there's an overflow crowd outside of the fence, and some of the families have young little kids, and to have those guardrails there is an extra protection for the spectators. So I didn't think of that, but whoever did do that was very wise to include those safety guardrails. So that's all. And just one last thing. In regard to that corner, is there still a possibility that at least perhaps a flashing red and amber light may be considered? I think that was something you were perhaps looking into.
What was that again? Oh, where?
Caution light.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right now, well,
Right. I mean, it's a great improvement in safety for that particular, location, but I think it would be even more of a, it's more of a possibility to, hopefully prevent any kinds of, injuries or accidents, injuries to people and accidents to vehicles, because
Well,
that's a very busy corner.
yeah, we'll definitely look into that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Anyone else from the public have anything to say? Come on up, state your name, address, and speak up.
Jerry Ledford, 77 Morris Avenue. My husband and I try to attend the city council meetings. We live in Garfield, we pay taxes in Garfield, and our hearts are in Garfield. We missed the July meeting. We were away on vacation, and I see from the agenda how much we missed in just that one meeting. What you do is so valuable for our city, all of you. It makes me sad to look around here and see how the hall emptied out when the regular city council meeting took place, when what you do is so important. So just from me, I would like to say how much I appreciate you and thank you. And I wish the public, who may be watching this on TV, would come and show up, because it would be nice if there were more people here. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you for your kind. Anyone else from the public have anything to say? Going once, going twice. If not, I'm going to now close the public portion of this meeting and now open it up to any comments by our council. Mr. Delaney.
Just quickly, this is the last meeting of the summer. The next, basically the summer month. So our next meeting is the second Tuesday, I believe, in September, which will be after school starts. So please, anyone watching, school starting first week of September, please let's remember that the kids are around town now, back to school, and please be careful with the driving. One of our main concerns in Garfield is speeding and irrelevant driving, so, or bad driving, really. I just hope that everybody pays attention to that. With that, I hope everybody did that.
Deputy Mayor Kane.
Thank you, everyone that came out tonight to see me. I just want to let you guys know that if you haven't, the people who are watching out there on the screen in TV land, if you haven't downloaded the Garfield app already, please do so. It gives you a bunch of information, including the calendar of when the meetings are. We do have 3 big events coming up in September. We have the fireworks, September 5th at Century Field. We have the carnival from September 11th to September 14th, also at Century Field. And then we have Haunted Market, September 21st at the Rec Center, and that's going to be people selling like Halloween decor and some scary stuff, creepy stuff. Cool. The what else did I want to say? Now I got distracted.
I don't know.
We don't read your notes.
I didn't have many. It was all in my brain. Oh, I promised my sister who's watching in Florida that I would give her a shout out to her and her family. So Hunter, Kara, Jamie, Rich, hello, my wife, my kids, hi. Yeah.
What is this? What is this, a rehearsal?
Listen, thank you guys. Thank you for this award. But I was talking to her on the way here, and she's like, say hi. So have a good summer, guys. The rest of the summer, we'll see you guys September 9th at the next council meeting.
Actually, yeah, it's a work session, right, tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys not at the 9th, but at the 2 Tuesdays after that. You could come to the 9th too, but it's
Yeah,
more
no,
fun at these.
All right.
And our work session is open too.
Yes, it is. It is.
Session
It is.
open, but the regular is in this room, more comfortable.
Yes.
The public can speak at our public session, and it's recorded and live. Our work session is more for us to get down to the nitty gritty, have discussions, talk about ordinances, and plan for the regular meeting held in the conference room, a little bit more private, but more than welcome to listen in.
Deputy Mayor, Mayoral Advisor Tana
Oh, I think
Raymond.
it's all been said
If
tonight.
Mr. Kane is done,
I think it's all been said. It was really a nice evening to have all our police officers here, led by Chief Delaney. He's so cute. But it's a pleasure to know that we have such a dedicated department. I'm so happy to see that we're getting more women on the department, which is good.
quite a few.
We have a nice mixture of nationalities, so it's all good. Garfield is really moving forward. And thank you for coming.
okay, thank you, Deputy Mayor. Before I end this, I'd like to thank Salvatore for coming up here and sharing your concerns. The no parking in that particular area, we did, but it was your idea, and we thank you. That's why we want people to come to this meeting, to give us the ideas, because we don't come up with everything. If we look into it and it's a valid idea or concern, we're going to resolve it. And I want to thank you for that. As far as the flashing, stop signs, right, or the lights in that area, unfortunately, it's not in the budget right now, but we'll look into it for next year, definitely. All right? And I do want to also say the guardrails by the softball field, by the corner of what's that, Palisade in Semmel, that was long overdue. Actually, when I was on the Board of Ed and they implemented this new field, I would always ask, when are we going to put up safety rails for that? And they finally did this probably a couple months ago, which I commend them for doing it. It's a good thing. So, Mrs. Ledford, I want to thank you for your kind words when you came up here before. And I've always said, come to the meetings, hold us accountable for our actions or our lack of actions. We have thick skin, wide shoulders. We can take the criticism, or, like Salvatore, he gave a valid concern and we looked into it and it was resolved. So we would love to have more participation at these meetings. Also, it was a very, very proud moment for me today, seeing these police officers get, sworn in, moving up in rank. I had the privilege of working with two, Captain Captera and Captain Captera and Sergeant Kopaz. I had the privilege of working with their dads when I was on the force. They retired with me, so it actually gives me the chills to see their children up here following in their footsteps and moving up in rank. And I can tell you, we definitely have a very, very young police department, and it's diverse, as it was stated up here. But they're in great hands. These men and women are professionals, and like Deputy Mayor Raymond stated, we have what do we have? At least almost 8 to a dozen female officers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have
And
more than 8, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I can tell you firsthand, the ones that I work with, I'd go into Foxhole with any one of them. They're professionals, they really are. Again, summer's winding down. Hope everyone had a great summer, continues to have the next week or two a great summer. And as Councilman Delaney said, school's opening, be careful with the driving. The children are a priority, and we want them to be safe. Thank you. Ms. Delaney?
Thank Mayor, with that being said, we can entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion by Deputy Mayor Raymond, seconded by Deputy Mayor Kane. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.